We could start it right now. Right now.
So what I was just saying is, sorry, Tiana, I didn't mean to backseat GM any of that, but it felt like it was an appropriate time for us to pause given the technical issue and then knowing that we some of us have to be up stupid early in the morning. But yeah, I'm really impressed that your entire system didn't crash.
I am too, to be perfectly honest, because like I was trying to switch between screens, and also you weren't backseat DMing. I even before it happened, I was considering ending early anyway, and ending as you were going into the hideout, just because. I mean, Thomas and I do have to be up at stupid o'clock. I have to be up at, I think, slightly stupider o'clock because I live further away from work.
And you don't want to start a fight, in the last 30 minutes of the show.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we do have the policy: don't start a fight after 9.
It was going to be a fight.
We still don't. I might be able to talk us out of it. I've done it multiple times before.
Oh no, I'm killing the jackalware.
Yeah, I have to say I was not prepared for the "we know you did it" approach.
Yeah. Oh God.
Getting to the point.
Why beat around the bush?
Well, and honestly, when that happened, I'm also surprised that we didn't make it all the way through dinner, because I figured at that point it was going to just be like a time lapse of like, yep, you watched the stall all day and now it's nighttime. So.
I mean, I'm also very firmly of the opinion that if players have things that they want to go and shop and do, I should give them the opportunity to do that, which is why I checked in to be like, is there anything that you want to do? Is there anything that you're specifically looking for? And if not, we would have just montaged straight to the end of it and been like, yep, you trade out people throughout the day. And now it's the end of the day and you're heading back over to their hideout. But y'all want to do stuff, and I figured you might, so we allowed for that.
I think
I improved. I went along with having high water pants, even though my backstory, in my head, I mean, if you look at my Hero Forge sheet, dude, he's got an outfit.
Oh, he's very sharp.
But honestly, it was too good, so I just had to go with it. This also means that at some point this week or next 2 weeks, I'm going to update my character sheet with new clothes.
Nice. There you go.
Fanciest boy.
Never a bad idea to have a second set.
I just want to know if you're going to change your Hero Forge mini and therefore the opening.
Oh yeah. That's you know what?
Are you sure?
We do have the 2 weeks, so
yes,
so it's a long render.
So what I'm hearing is I can build Spockthany's entire wardrobe, send you all the files, and then as
we have a different outfit. You and I have a different outfit every week.
How much do you hate this man?
Yeah.
That actually would work though for like the opening thumbnail type of thing. If you have like 7 different outfits to switch them between.
Yeah, you can leave it the same for the overlay and the opening, and then just rotate it for the thumbnails.
Yeah.
I will say this was also an interesting thing because I like allowing space for that kind of improv and also for like doing the shopping trip, cleaning information, stuff like that. But I know for me, like, there's definitely stuff that I can and would do, but a lot of it, that's why when I messaged you, I was like, we can do this off screen, is because of timing. I'm like, I did not have a shopping list prepared coming into tonight, and I don't want to take all the time of like playing out me trying to figure it out. But that is an interesting thing, is knowing that that's something that this group seems inclined toward, is like, okay, I should prep ahead. Like, what are the kinds of things that I want to acquire as we go about our travels and adventures, and just have that ready.
And that is something I think to think about. And if the answer is that you don't have anything in particular that you're looking for, that is also a perfectly legitimate answer. But sure. I know that I have previously come to DMs and been like, with my character the way that they are, I'm looking for glamored studded leather because I want to look sharp as hell and look like whatever I want it to look like while being protected as a rogue with that particular character. But I also have very specific mental images sometimes, and they accommodated that or didn't, as the case may be.
There is nothing short of a comestible that I would want to buy in this shithole town.
Well, I mean, there's also that.
If
Fair
I would have won more money gambling, I would have
Mhm.
bought more ink and paper.
Oh, sure.
Yep.
I'm surprised the guy didn't rack up the price on Dewey's book when he saw him like get lost in it for 5 minutes.
Oh,
Wuya's book.
Oh yeah, sorry, Wuya's book. Yeah.
I know all kids look the same.
They sound
Well,
the same.
Well, not
Yeah.
anymore.
Hi.
Not with your slick new clothes.
It was interesting to me watching Wuya deal with being inconvenienced. That was interesting to me.
mhm.
You want to talk
And-
a little bit about that, James?
Oh, I mean, I'll be able to. I have it in my brain. I just need to write it out and give it to you, Tiana.
Mhm.
But yeah, right. Like I would say, so far, Wuya has had. Oh, hello, Lucy.
Hi, Kitty.
Wuya has kind of just been going with the flow so far, and even in Candlekeep, he really hasn't had the ability to get what he wants. And now there is something here that he wants, and yeah, it just adds another flavor to him because, yeah, as I said, he's been kind of just going with the flow, just like going through the life and things. But now that there is something tangible for his goal that is nearby, he is the kind of person that will pursue it obsessively.
As a DM, I would like, and high fantasy and all that stuff. But like as a DM, I would like have to think for a minute about how someone would react to an 8-year-old going, "I'm gonna kill you."
In Baldur's Gate.
And I mean, yeah, do you laugh? Do you like just ignore it? And like that would be, and I mean, again, high fantasy. So who knows? This 8-year-old kid could actually be
Sure.
something awful. But
Well, he would have
it's-
said it in Infernal.
right, yeah.
I'm and that is a fair point. It was something that caught me by surprise, so I tended to go a little bit more with the yeah, sure, kid.
Right. I think it's an interesting, and if any of like none of us saw it, so we don't know, but that's a sinister aspect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're
I can't wait
still-
I can't wait for the whole party to see that side of Booyah.
We're still second level. So, a
We're still
garbage
highly
man
breakable.
may be able to take us.
Yeah, and if I could actually hit them, maybe.
I
Yeah, they could
legit
take me.
rolled an 18 and a 19 and an 18 and a 20.
Oh,
Those
jeez.
birds, I can make anything but a perception roll. That's my
It is interesting too, because I love that we've all got very strong and clearly very spicy backgrounds that we're still keeping secret. What's interesting for me is now thinking about how quickly that stuff is going to have to come to light as we get higher level and as we power up, because there will come a point where I've already made the decision that at a certain point, if we haven't started revealing things, I'm going to just start revealing things about Spockfinny's background, because we can only do so much in the backdrop and have it continue to be interesting on screen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I like this too, but it is funny because all the stuff that's coming out about our characters is coming out because this is the most split. We joke about how Frostmaiden splits up. I don't think there's been a single episode where we haven't split the party at least 2 ways, if not more. And today we fully had a 5-way split at one point.
That was impressive. And one of the things that I have to try and keep track of is how long I'm with each person. And I am sorry if I shorted anyone on their time, because I was trying to keep all the plates spinning on this one.
yeah. But one good thing about playing with an experienced table is it's all going to come back to you. So if this episode you're a little down, you'll get it back in an episode or two.
Yeah.
It all
Yeah,
evens
that's
out.
true.
And also, when in doubt, you just make us roll initiative and you just go around and do everybody's action initiative order. It doesn't always have to be for a fight.
Oh, that's a good point.
That is one of the fastest ways I've controlled split parties in the past, and it's very useful just because it's okay, you've got time to think of what your next action is, and you have a guaranteed time that it's going to come to you, so you can declare what you're doing.
I would
That's
keep that in
especially
mind. Thank
useful.
you.
That's especially useful if the party's split, but you want to sequence their actions.
Mhm.
So the order that things happen is important, or we're trying to coordinate going through the room at the same door, and you use
Sure.
that initiative thing to
Mhm. Okay, I
help
will
with that.
definitely keep that in mind. Thank you. This is honestly one of my favorite things about running this specific table is I learn so much every time.
Swords and Sages, the campaign where we put 5 DMs and one cranky person who will keep us on track at the table. Not that you're cranky, just that you're very good at keeping us on track, Laura.
Somebody,
I couldn't
Dill
tell
is
if I was the
cranky.
cranky person. or
Still
not.
is cranky, especially when she hasn't had her urchin brought lunch.
See, it's like, I mean, that was just like San Francisco. You
Oh.
want to take a photograph. It's like, oh, you want to take a photograph, do you? Well, I'm standing here.
Mhm.
Ezra, what were our quotes for today? By the way?
Oh,
Yes.
quotes. Did I put the book away? Where did I?
I've also got a few of my own that I scribbled down. So if you don't hit them, I
Yeah,
have
add to this.
add.
I look forward to dinner, for I am just a child. Consider it almost mine. I have several guesses I'd like to be wrong about. By the way, consider it almost mine is outstanding as you're like knifing through a book.
I felt so bad for that kid.
No, so good.
Pockets are so proletarian. Enjoy the rest of the day with your smartly dressed bird. Alter self doesn't work on kidneys. And one day Wuya's spells will work, but today is not that day.
Oh, I like that one.
There were two more that I got. The more you talk, the less convincing you are. And I am
good.
having a very low patience day.
I'm gonna use that in real life, man.
Oh, goodness. Well, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. So thank you very much, Patreon friends, for joining us on this wild and wacky adventure of a new DM learning the tricks of the trade. That's really what this is all about. This is a cleverly disguised attempt to get me the master cross on DMing. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you always for being amazing patrons and supporting this this network. We appreciate you always and forever. And we will see you not next week because we are off next week, but we will be back with the Swords and Sages After Dark in 2 weeks. So catch y'all then.
Need to hit a button.